Some girls are just born lucky. They always look great, they meet the perfect guy, they're just made for happily ever after endings. That would be Jessica. She even won a wedding dress. Coming right up on today's Dream Weddings. I'm Martine Cajas, the host of Dream Weddings, and I also run the House of Clarendon, a source for European-style wedding cakes. I love weddings. I especially love how every wedding is unique and tells the story of a couple's relationship. It's wonderful to be part of it all.
Jessica Alexa from Pennsburg.
You won a free dress from In White.
I was actually just getting done eating lunch at my parents' house, and I turned around, and there she was on TV. And I said, "Mom, Jess is on TV." And before my mother turned around, you were off. And Mom's like, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "Jess's Facebook picture was just on TV. What is going on?"
The weekend that you were airing the winner on Dream Weddings, I actually drove with my best friend out to Connecticut to go to another friend's wedding. And on the way back, I received a phone call from Ben, and he said, "Your Facebook picture is just on TV." So that's all he said, and I was like, oh my gosh, why was I on TV? I'm thinking right away, I'm a teacher, how can that be on TV? I kept checking the website over and over and over again to see if I was the winner, and it turns out that I was, so.
Did you have a dress picked out already from previous or not?
I did. I had ordered one from Simone's in Hanover. It was a dress that I saw in a magazine, so they ordered it in for me, and I just loved it. I didn't have the opportunity to play around and try on dresses. I found one, I tried it on, and I got it. I was kind of upset for a while that, I didn't get that experience to play around and try on different dresses, and my bridesmaids never came out for it, so it was so much more meaningful with winning that dress as well, because everyone came out for it, and I had the opportunity to try on all these different dresses in her store, and it was quite the experience. The dress I picked out and fell in love with, I just tried on almost as a joke. One of my bridesmaids, Alice, she's like a Barbie girl. She loves sparkles and anything big with bows, and she just pulled out a dress. She said, "You should try this one on." And I was like, okay, I'll just please you and do this. So I tried it on, and I didn't want to take it off. I fell in love with it.
Two beautiful dresses for one beautiful bride. Lucky girl. When we come back, we'll learn more about Jessica and Ben and their dream wedding. After winning a dress from Dream Weddings and In White, Jessica discovered all the resources on our website, which really helped her in planning her wedding.
I thought that after a while, if I would have brought home one more magazine, Ben would have flipped out. He came to one or two bridal shows, but even after that, just talking to people, everything blurs together. Being in the field with local businesses, we wanted to make sure that we were able to give them business as well. And with seeing Dream Weddings' website, we understood that all the businesses were local.
In fact, Jessica and Ben used 14 Dream Weddings vendors for their wedding. Okay, so where are you gonna have your ceremony?
Our ceremony is at the church that I went to as a kid, St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Hanover.
And what about the reception?
The reception is going to be at my folks' house, a nice hilltop that we decided to have a tenant wedding.
The reason why I love everything about our weddings is because it's us. We're very simple, and it's nothing over the top. I think it just represents us and expresses us and our personalities very well.
What was next?
After we chose a location, it was really just about finding vendors, getting a tent secured, and getting them catered. They were probably the two biggest things.
Who is your tent provider?
Our tent provider is Event Central.
So tell me how that began, because I know you're involved with this as well.
We found them on the website, made the call in, and then my folks and Jessica and I went up and visited Scott, met his crew up there, and we decided to go with them. At that point in time, we talked about how dance floor construction is typically done, and he said that we would be more than welcome to incorporate elements of our own. And then I talked to my father, I was like, I think we should do concrete. Let's do something to make it personal.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
So you are doing your own dance floor?
Yep. I work in a family concrete construction business. I do pretty much specialty concrete, decorative concrete for the most part. Decorative concrete's putting patterns, textures, colors into your concrete and doing a bunch of different things with them.
Wow, so you're an artiste for concrete, in a way.
I guess in a way, yeah.
We visited Ben and his dad while they were putting the finishing touches on the concrete floor. And wow, he really is an artist.
Typically, a groom doesn't do a lot at a wedding. You had a huge commitment. What did you do in here?
Basically where we started off with was pouring this concrete dance floor. Went through a bunch of design ideas, eventually settled on a nice light textured pattern so it wasn't a tripping hazard for any ladies in heels or anything along those lines. Stamped it all, and when it was complete we came in with some stains, gave it a lot of color, a lot of variations of color, and to finish it off we sealed it, and I just finished up making our monogram, which was one of our invitations and all our stationery for the wedding. In addition to this, we also worked on bar bases and bar tops.
You designed this?
Ben and I together designed this.
This is beautiful. So what are you going to put in between in here, in the cracks?
Inside there we're going to install some rope lights.
Is this just concrete then, or what is it?
It's a different type of concrete. It allows you to cast in three-dimensional shapes and objects, and it's a lot lighter weight than conventional concrete. So there's a lot of ways to skin a cat when it comes to concrete. This is one of them.
Started out with just plain old concrete like you walk on going down the street every day, and brought Ben on as a second generation, and he took our decorative concrete to a new level.
Can you do any kind of colors or anything like that? Or?
There's tons of colors. You can make this bright blue if you wanted to. You can make it fire engine red if you wanted to. And we've done countertops both ways. Really, to the point we're at, we talk about it all the time, that you can almost do anything with concrete. You literally can. If you can think of it in your head, you can make it happen.
So you met Ben while you were both going to college in Philadelphia. You're a Temple grad.
So what do you do now? What is your occupation?
I teach at Gettysburg High School. I have juniors and seniors this year. I have American history from 1900 to present, and government and economics for the seniors.
But you also do what in here after school?
I coach cheerleading, varsity cheerleading, every day, football season, basketball season, and we do compete sometimes in between the seasons or after postseason.
Now, were you a cheerleader at school?
I was.
You were?
Yes. I've been cheerleading probably since I was 5 years old. So it's always been a part of my life and something I've enjoyed doing.
Having so many cheerleaders in your squad, are they going to be invited to the wedding?
The cheerleaders, they're a very loving bunch and very supportive. They are more than welcome to come to the ceremony, but we decided to keep the reception just friends, family, adults.
Jessica, you seem to be very girly. Obviously, you've been a cheerleader since you were 5, you know, but so are we expecting this wedding to be very girly? What are your preparations for decorations?
The church will be keeping it simple. We'll have some nice flowers, a single flower at each pew, and altar flowers as well. We've been working with Shear's Florist in Hanover. The lady that's there now, her name's Tracy, and her talent and her ideas are just incredible. I think she got more excited about my wedding than I was when I was talking to her. She has so many ideas, and that's been such a help because as much as I love the sparkle and everything, I'm not much of a decorator.
So who's helping you decorate then the actual reception?
His aunt, Sally from Norristown, will be coming out and working with his mother to decorate the reception site inside the tent and probably outside the tent, completely as a surprise to me. So.
Wait. It's a surprise? So you don't know what's gonna be inside at all?
No, I saw the bars that he mentioned, but aside from that, I made the table numbers and place cards. That's all I know what the centerpieces will look like. I picked them out, but they're sort of revolving around that aspect of what I picked out to decorate the tent.
So how's your mom feeling about this? Because it's a lot of pressure for her.
She absolutely loves it. My mother actually loves to decorate. She was always like that. Her and my Aunt Sally are extremely creative, especially when they get together. I know some of the plans that they have for the tent. It is going to look very nice. I think it's really nice that it's a surprise for Jess. It's something that she don't need to be involved with, and knows it will get taken care of and it will look great when it's done.
For me, that's mind-boggling because I'm type A. I need to know what's going on exactly.
Me too.
You know, but you trust your future family. And
Yeah,
that's the
they
beauty
are
of it.
so loving, and they have really been there for us for anything. And I'm so thrilled that they want to take that on, and I'm excited, and I'm the same way that you are. I'm a control freak. I need to be in control, and I need to make sure that I have a timeline, and I don't know, I haven't worried about it. I know that they both have great taste and will make it beautiful.
Besides the tent, Event Central brought a ton of equipment to the site for Jessica and Ben's reception. They brought lighting, furniture, even a restaurant.
At Event Central, we rent tents, tables, chairs, dishes, linens, audio-visual equipment, lighting, flooring, heat, air conditioning, anything that you need to turn a field into a ballroom.
Have you faced any challenges?
Probably the biggest challenge we had was getting all the equipment and the trucks and the restroom trailer up to the top of the hill, considering all the rain that we've had over the season.
So what specifically are you doing for this wedding?
We're doing the tent, tables, chairs, linens, and we also have a surprise. We are upgrading the chairs to mahogany Chiavari chairs with ivory pads for this customer.
Scott, thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to see everything on Saturday. I was so blown away by Jessica's willingness to allow Ben and his family to handle the details of the reception planning. But that doesn't mean that she was completely hands-off in the planning. Did you take control of anything at your wedding?
I did. I'm a very crafty person. I spent a lot of time doing my own designs with stationery, and I took this opportunity to make my own wedding invitations from scratch, to save the dates, the menus, the programs, the place cards, everything.
Was it a challenge for you?
It came very easy to me. I've always loved doing that stationery design, and it was time-consuming, but it was worth it.
Do you have anyone else helping you?
I did. I had a calligrapher write all the names and addresses on the envelopes, and she also wrote names on our actual place cards that I designed. And her name is Susan Rodwitz. She didn't just write the names and send them back to me. She made corrections if she noticed that a zip code was wrong, and she sent ideas for place cards to me when I was looking for different things to do. So she's very sweet, and she was such a big help.
What about, for me, is the most important question, I guess, cake. Who are we using for cake?
We're using Christina's Desserts in Hanover. We decided to go for a mixture of cake and cupcakes so we can incorporate different flavors.
Wait, cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
Christina, this is the biggest trend right now, cupcakes.
It is. It really has just taken off all across the U.S. The big thing now is cupcake tiers for your wedding. It helps the couple, cut down on their cost. They're not paying per slice, it cuts down that way, and then you don't have to cut a cake to serve the cupcake, to serve to your guest.
She's having 4 different flavors.
She has 4 different flavors, and that's another benefit of the cupcakes. You can choose so many different flavors because you're not putting it all into one cake.
Absolutely.
And now she is putting on the top of her cupcake tier, she has a 2-tiered cake shaped as a paisley shape, and that's going to be red velvet with vanilla buttercream. Where our biggest thing here is we bake everything here from scratch.
Nice.
And we're an all-natural bakery. We use all-natural food coloring, all-natural flavoring. We have no artificial anything here.
Please show me your kitchen.
Absolutely, come right back here. These are the cupcakes that we're doing for Ben and Jessica's wedding, and this is a peanut butter extreme. Brandy's filled the chocolate cupcake with peanut butter mousse. She's now topping it with peanut butter buttercream. Next comes the chocolate buttercream, and then a little bit more peanut butter buttercream, and you will see her put the chocolate ganache on the top. It's a little bit of a drizzle that just sets it apart from anything else.
And this is labor intensive.
It is. I mean, it really
It's
takes
not-
time to bake from scratch, but taste the difference. The outcome is so worth it. This is our caramel apple cupcake that we're going to be topping with a caramel buttercream and caramel drizzle. This is the white chocolate raspberry, which will be filled with white chocolate mousse, topped with raspberry buttercream and white chocolate shavings. And this is our pumpkin praline, which is topped with our very own praline sauce and topped with some pecans.
Oh my goodness, I'm hungry already.
Well, take your pick, whichever one that you want to choose.
Can I choose all 4?
Yep.
Okay. Every bride works hard to look her best for the day of her wedding. And why not? The pictures and the videos will be around forever. So she worries about her dress, her makeup, and her hair. But what about her smile? I was struck by Jessica's beautiful white smile, so we paid a visit to Gettysburg Smiles to meet Dr. Rita Temple, who gave it to her. Dr. Rita Temple is a professional who creates a masterpiece smile through sculpting, bonding, whitening, and more. What you're doing for this bride and groom is going to be forever.
That's right. On their wedding day, they're going to have a smile for the cameras. They're going to look back at those pictures. Want to make sure that those teeth are nice and clean and bright. With Jessica, we went ahead and did a couple of bondings on her 2 front teeth. She had a gap in between her teeth.
So if I don't have the money for veneers, I can actually do the bonding?
The bonding, yes, yes. And the bonding is done in 1 visit. It is not going to, it may not last as long as the porcelain veneers. It could eventually pick up some stain, but if budget is a concern, it's a very quick change to your smile.
So what are we doing with Ben today?
Well, for Ben, we are actually whitening his teeth, and he's actually doing the 1-hour in-house treatment known as Zoom, the Advanced Power Whitening.
Do you find that extremely popular right now?
It is very popular, especially with men. Men tend not to have the patience as women do to do the bleaching at home, so they would like for us to bleach their teeth for them. So it's done in 1 visit.
Wow, and what a difference smiles made for Jessica and Ben. I just love white teeth.
When we come back, it's time for Jessica and Ben's dream wedding. And now for something really special. Lancaster County Motors and Dream Weddings are giving away a new Kia Soul. Just stop into any Lancaster County Motors location to enter. And you don't have to be planning a dream wedding to win. Anyone at least 18 years of age is eligible. Learn more at dreamweddingspa.com.
Jessica and her bridesmaids got ready for her big day at the Hampton Inn in Gettysburg. We caught up with Shelby Harms when she finished Jessica's makeup, and I asked her about the style of makeup Jessica chose.
Jessica really wanted the natural look and to play up her eyes with eyelashes, and as you're going to see, she looks beautiful. We started with a great base.
Especially for outside.
For outside, and it's a little rainy today, so we did a little waterproof foundation. Highlighted her cheeks with some gorgeous shimmer to highlight her gorgeous cheekbones, and then really just did the neutrals with the eyes, light browns, pinks, and lashes.
Meanwhile, back at Ben's parents', the final preparations for the reception were in full swing. Tracy from Shears Flowers brought that spark of color that the venue really needed on what it was turning into a pretty dreary day.
Her theme is nature, outdoors, orange, browns, basically because of the surroundings here is what we took it from.
It's stunning in here. What flowers is she using?
For the reception here, we're using lots of hydrangeas, sedum, liquid amber, lots of mums, lots of Gerber daisies, lots of really nice seasonal fall things.
Yeah, what about the table arrangements? Tell me about those.
Benjamin cut wood for us, and that's sitting on the table, and we've just kind of accented it with this really neat kind of flowing arrangement that just kind of brings the outdoors in.
Meanwhile, the crew from Outland House set up the tables. They trucked in all the food for the reception, and using the kitchen tent, started putting together a fabulous spread for the cocktail hour. Jessica dressed for the wedding at the church. She looked like an angel walking down the aisle. The weather took a turn for the worse just as guests were arriving. But one look at the fabulous reception venue, and everyone forgot about the weather.
This is absolutely
beautiful. You guys did an amazing job. So you were like the planner and the coordinator too.
Yes. Correct.
And Ellen was telling us, obviously, the family members and friends were helping through this whole process. You know?
Every one of them. Everybody.
Were you
had a
enjoying
hand.
it?
We had a great time.
It was fun.
It was very tiring. I was so tired one night my teeth hurt.
But it was worth it because it's absolutely breathtaking in there.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of fun, and don't worry about it. I'll take you dancing out there and with a couple drinks.
All right.
Ready?
We caught up with Ronnie Ramon from Mixed Up Productions just as the party was getting underway.
This is a little challenge in here because it's outside in the rain.
You know what? We can adapt to pretty much any situation. The good news is that it's a little bit controlled because of the fact that we're in a tent, and there are heat lamps as well, and so far so good.
What about the music? Did she select their music?
You know what's interesting is they actually both have very eclectic musical tastes, and they don't match up. And we find that a lot with the couples. He's more oldies and country, and she's more pop music. So a little bit of everything tonight.
Finally, it was time for Jessica's big surprise. Her face said it all, and the monogram brought her to tears. Everyone enjoyed themselves, especially the bride and groom.
What about the weather? Who cares, right?
I really don't care. This is a perfect venue.
Yeah.
I got my perfect company.
Yes.
I got my perfect wife. We're doing well.
Did you guys have your dream wedding?
I couldn't imagine it being any different than, you know, right here on family property with our closest family and friends. That's what matters most to us, and it represents us and who we are, and I couldn't imagine it any different.
You look like a princess, and you marry a Prince Charming. So congratulations, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Thank you.
We've got some time to play today. I'm in the right place. There's not a sight I'd rather see than your sweet face. Just promise me that you will stay. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling ooh, yeah. Oh my, my. Everything is better when you're by my side. Ooh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful, beautiful day.
Okay, so she wasn't so lucky with the weather, but I still think that Jessica and Ben had the perfect wedding because it was all about them, their families, and their love for each other. And isn't that what every dream wedding should be? You can see more of Jessica and Ben's wedding on our website, dreamweddingspa.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. See you next time. Coming right up on today's Dream Wedding. I don't say dream weddings. I thought I always...
Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't.
Oh crap, so I didn't this time? I'm sorry. Dream wedding. Coming right up on today's dream wedding. Oh, coming right up on today's dream wedding. After winning a dress from Dream Weddings and... Tanya, shut up! Sorry, I just can hear them. Okay, here we go. After winning a dress from Dream Weddings and... Tanya! Please, with the dishes, I can hear the dishes, I'm sorry.